That's her name. Okay. I just did very hard. We're just gonna do the easy difficulty because I just want to get some trophies.
I knew a mission of this nature was coming from the moment the rifts first appeared. It was, in fact, the very reason for our current arrangement. Your destination, the Arcadian system, is the source of all skip drive manufacturing. However, they also fall outside our legal jurisdiction, a fact which no doubt holds a certain enticement for one such as yourself. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. Without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No intergalactic heists, no fleeing jurisdictions, and no possibility of redemption when all the colonies are dead. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives cause the rift anomalies. But please, manage your affairs more carefully this time, because if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into yet another intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action.
I know you have little interest in the laws of society, but hopefully a phenomenon that disdains the very laws of the universe will appeal to you. Ironic though it may feel, I pray the law guide you and your team.
Command, Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cause no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones. You put one over on the new guy. We were told agents use these all the time in the field to slow everything down, give you a tactical advantage. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing. Didn't I just say? But this way, you don't have to risk extended hibernation. That can kill you, you know. The lab coats swear this way's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it. Okay, I get it. You're too busy to talk to the likes of me. Oh, almost plumb forgot. I was supposed to let you know it's almost time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's kind of like you, top tier, one of the Directorate's best. Except then, she was always nice to me. Anyways, we should get down to the main room and open up the channel. No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick. Whoa, that's sure faster than taking the stairs.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip Core. And you know what I'm speaking of. But the whole story about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function? Well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad. Hopefully so. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed. Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs. If that's true, you may very well find a way to shut them down before they even know you're there, which would be the smart play. They're relentless and well-armored. I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here. Don't tell me to calm down. You know what I've sacrificed, what I'm prepared to sacrifice still. I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I don't need a team led by some convict fouling it up. How dare you? If you weren't the commanding officer here, I'd have you up on report. But unlike you, I am a professional. So I'll not let my feelings affect the mission. I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Abara. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
Well, that was something. She was different than I remember her. But then she would be, wouldn't she? Just hope she's doing all right. Reckon the secretive nature of the mission and its import must be weighing on her something fierce. I hope it was okay to talk to her direct like at the end there. We were certainly, friendly. Augustine saved my life when the Earth Directorate swooped in and liberated Triangulum. Left an impression, you might say. Now that I've been cleared for active duty and got my certifieds all in order, I hope I can repay the favor someday. There'll be time to jaw about all that later. But all that she was saying about you, Commander, ain't sure it sits right with me. Whatever you say, Commander.
Apologies for all that back there with DeVries, Commander. I appreciate you sticking up for me all the same. But what was that all about? I was just offering up reassurances, and Super Agent Extraordinaire DeVries lost her head. A crack from me shouldn't have brought that on. This whole mission, there's something off. I mean, law. We'd not even heard tell of this colony before, and they're the only ones manufacturing skip drives? How's that possible? You're hilarious, Commander. Seriously, though, us sneaking around on a mission of such import just don't sit right with me. We're the Earth Directorate, Void, damn it. When we arrive, everyone should know it. The guilty should be soiling themselves, throwing themselves on our mercy. And just how is it any colony can be outside our jurisdiction? Don't make no sense. Any fool could see that, even Sandoval. Nothing, if you don't take his unwavering belief in our righteousness and his refusal to think for himself seriously. I personally find him hilarious, truth be told. And there's no one I'd rather have backing me up in a fight. He can shoot the head off any local indigenous gnat-like insects at 100 meters. I mean, besides you. Like if it was just down to the two of us, me and him. We all gotta go sometime, Commander. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta commence with my pre-mission ritual. Guess your gray matter is still foggy from hibernating, ain't it? My pre-mission ritual of 3 bowls of Purple Berry Crunch? Isn't it great? The copious amounts of sugar really helps keep you sharp. They say it's 50% by volume, but it feels like twice that.
For what it's worth, Commander, I appreciated how you tried to smooth things over with DeVries back there, but Pascal needs to get her head right if our team's to operate smoothly. Not sure what DeVries was getting on about, though. She wasn't such a respected agent. I might just have taken offense on your behalf. Anytime, Commander. You see what an opportunity this mission is, right? Bringing another colony under the Earth Directorate's righteous control? Seems to me, Arcadia had their chance. It's time for us to put an end to this farce and set them on the right path. Glad to hear you still got your principles intact. That I'm not the only one. Thought everyone was getting soft around here. Nothing left to do now but show these folk what the Earth Directorate is all about.
On which it is built, which is each and every one. Yes.
Commander, Abara and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
Keeps us productive. The protector of Arcadia and the bedrock upon which our system.
That smell. Did a Sprat get flash fried in here?
Unauthorized activity. now. Security's been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
Expiring without permission will result. Please note that shooting at this unit is unsanctioned.
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own.
I also found a vent around the corner might get us inside in a less conspicuous manner than strolling through the front gate. Though you'd have to pick the lock to see for sure. Oh, I came prepared, Commander. Here's everything you'll need.
Each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in your machine. You are the
Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security concurrently.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other. Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Ibarra and I'll take central dispatch, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. I wouldn't dream of letting the side down, Commander.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Ibarra's enthusiasm here, or DeVries' concerns over fluidity, I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
Agent Pascal? Ma'am? I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into Central Dispatch. You know, without bringing
Security ops is heavily guarded, so be vigilant. You'll need to shut down security measures once you're inside. I've left a drop for you in the watch post. There's a key to a maintenance tunnel you can follow into the building.
Getting shot, certainly part of it.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with.
You should have seen it. It wasn't pretty.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Earth Directorate. Right, Sandoval?
I wouldn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal.
Why? Is there something wrong with the airlock?
I've stashed a knife in the maintenance access for you, with, instructions on how to use it to quietly bypass the guards.
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
I'm a good neighbor, I do all I can. That is my great sovereign's love.
Have you seen Maori since their return? The state they're in. Sad.
Yes. It is sad that they weren't worthy. Otherwise, they'd have had the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Praise be to the Protectorate.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
some distraction devices in a floor panel by the scaffolding. Use them to breach the control room. Just wait until their guns are pointing away from your position.
Processing when I couldn't tell them anything about this assignment. Didn't bother me, I assure you. But it was just too close to implying that some jobs are less worthy than others for me to let lie. We all are equal in the service of the Sovereign.
Hear, hear. I don't care where I'm assigned. The bounty bestowed upon each of us is superlative. Thank the matriarch we don't live in one of those greed-driven corporatist colonies.
There! Found you! Never questioned. Never doubted. There's never... Have this off in a minute. Botheration silenced.
Commander, this wasn't part of the plan. You were to shut down the mechs, not raise further alarm. Get outside and reconvene your team. I'll be waiting at the skip labs.
We're en route to the comms control module. Just need to deal with these guards, quiet-like.
From one side of the galaxy to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side. Whether against corrupt corporation, the Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all elite with tyrannical government. Whether the Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all
Give us a minute. Something's not right.
Structure is only as strong as its basis elements.
Whoa. Hold on. What's this doing here?
What's that? An explosion? Avara, Pascal, do you copy? Niles, say something.
What the fuck just...
Attempting to resuscitate Agent Abara. Please stay clear. Please withhold unnecessary commentary until the crisis has been resolved. Alert. This unit has lost contact with Agent Pascal. There is a 90% chance she is trapped under rubble, most likely mortally wounded and beyond help. Triage protocols dictate stabilizing Agent Ibarra's vital signs before commencing recovery efforts. Please secure the area. Negative, Commander. Programming prevents this unit from abandoning any living agent unless environmental conditions become too hazardous to continue administering aid. This unit will relocate Agent Ibarra to the Incognito once he is stabilized or deceased. All other agents are advised to continue with the next mission objective. Please head to the Skip Labs now. Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Ibarra's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries, we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
Troopers, wardens, arbiters, hold positions. Detain any subject failing to comply. Stand by for further instructions.
That somebody? Better take a guess. Station elements! The turret is non-functioning.
Society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Was their trespass against us? Sustain the system! I'm out! Mind where you step! Perfection is perfect! Reload! Don't let that thing explode you! Through his beneficent guidance.
beneficent leader! I'll get you for that!
Been wasting time hacking Protectorate and mechs, Niles wouldn't have been caught in an explosion. You need to stop the tomfoolery, take the lift behind you, and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station. Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Or it is. It is not our place to question. The Sovereign provides, the system abides.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy.
System is malfunctioning. Stay back.
Determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate.
Let's check it out. Boy, damn.
Close for inspection.
It's over.
The flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty.
Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. I should have known an ex-convict would have a knack for self-preservation. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified. You think you can bait me with insults? I am a better agent than you could ever hope to be. Not that it matters. Very shortly, nothing will. Let me put this simply, simple enough for even you to understand. The Grand Plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die, and you along with it. Your righteousness is as unamusing as it is misplaced. I have no expectation to live through this either. Are you finished with your pithy threats? I'm loath to step on your big moment, but we are out of time. Farewell, Commander.
Sovereign's family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been lost.
Unidentified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your bet.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
You're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know what usually happens when someone left in suspended animation that long.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. Oh, I never should have stopped looking. I can't face the commander right now, not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical. This unit is not programmed to judge the activities of off-duty agents. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander. Acknowledged. Your refusal has been noted in your permanent record, and an automatic grade assigned to your cognitive functions. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately. Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Anti's Choice invaded Arcadia. Anti's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years. Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions. Agent DeVries did indeed survive Horizon Point. This was confirmed when she brought down the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. This unit has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regimen since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again and routinely changes his clothing. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him.
years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing our whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. Seems so. Better luck next time, I guess. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. I'll make it up to you, Commander. Somehow. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries' survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information from that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her.
Acts of unprovoked violence are not sanctioned by the Earth Directorate except on occasions of premeditative self-defense.
She's going to ground now, but as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox Relay Station on Paradise Island. She did follow protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. You'd think so. But even before Antes invaded, the island wasn't exactly a utopia, no matter what lies the Protectorate tries to sell you. Brother's mostly nice, at least. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than insulting a Protectorate communications hub.
Records indicate that lockboxes, unfortunately, due to a jam, tampering theorized, this unit has an advanced decryption key that can open helpful addendum. Scans all Valerie unit. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain please. Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is malfunctioning.
See that thing in the sky there? That'll be the Vox relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on sight.
And that's why we're headed to Fairfield first. Less chance of us getting shot while picking up the Breeze trail. Risk of sounding glib? That ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
Engaging combat protocols. Standing by with no support.
Ready to wait. On your command.
Company. Must be from that ship on the landing pad.
Hello there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying Protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Well, then, try to identify who I'm looking at, presently. Wouldn't be alone in Auntie's Choice. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all, unless you got any questions before you're on your way. On the way from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them? Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it, did you? I'd normally think you some sort of unfeeling monster for a remark like that. Combat can do funny things to one's gray matter. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them. There's a bounty for it. Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it. What? They've been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milverstreet knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else? Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left. Watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane. Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie Fizzos!
Holler when you're ready for me, Doc. I'll be over here. Definitely not in excruciating pain.
Skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see.
Swear, I almost look like you've had your share of trouble. I had just the thing. Why the path there might be lousy with rap. Couldn't or wouldn't go into detail. To complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. Mike Kellerman, I have a few bits I can offer you. He'll provide the agreed upon schematic. So close, but so far away. Edible spacesuits and rain.
Door this tough? They must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor, probably some ammunition too. Honestly, Kemp ain't that much of a mystery.
Find a way to get ahead.
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over Town Hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with...
Welcome to New Fairfield. Now with more freedom, thanks to Auntie's Choice.
No, it was not. Oh, yet you see fit to keep me...
Attendant.
No. Yes. Good. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's Choice business is like to get a body shot for spying. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be...
A surprising, but come see...
Allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milverstreet, Minister of Marketing, Duke of... Splendid, because I'm not interested in hiring any more idiots. I'm looking for people of tact and vision and perspicacity. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. You're a hard sell. All right, I'll play this your way. If I attain my goals, I suspect I shall find it far easier to ascend within Auntie's Choice. and I'm especially willing to aid you. Did that get your attention? Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing, but for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek a persuasive method of alleviating this conflict. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to ease the temperament of wayward subjects. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process and where it is performed. This is the prize I seek. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Sealong, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst. Protectorate subjects willingly submit themselves to a kind of mental reset designed to bring them closer to the Protectorate ideal. But I have reason to believe that their system is less rigid than Protectorate leadership would claim. It's ripe for exploitation. Is there a more beautiful phrase? Grafted soldiers were the subjects of the Enhanced Soldier Program, so named as its intent was to utilize nature to enhance a soldier's natural talents. Unfortunately, the program resulted in many casualties, and what few successes we had were, literally short-lived. I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name amidst my perusal of the Protectorate domicile assignment records. The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure. Yes, one additional word of warning. The good Commander Carr shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate. An opportunity to attain my goals and stick my finger in Babylon's eye? Today's as grand as when I led in the performance department showing of Life of a Salesman. Find your way to the Ministry of Accuracy. And if Trooper Sealong is still alive, do send her back here to debrief. She's still contracted to us after all.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spacer's Choice couldn't outmaneuver her.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance ammunition can...
I can also help you. DeVries sure has some cheek putting the Earth Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
My cover story has worked. Seems the colonies. I was able to... I have hacked into the... Well, I have. I thought I'd even created a... All that was left was the... Well, I don't... And I did. But the complete gullibility... I can only...
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientician. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? How can you be so even-tempered about this? I know you didn't know her like I did. Like I thought I did, but she betrayed us. She killed our friends, Commander. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in dredging up the past. Should have known it wouldn't rest. DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy. What? Say it. Feel better? You got that off your chest? Oh, Commander, your brain pan's empty. If you think I haven't gone back through Horizon Point 1,000,000 times over, doing things differently. But we were talking about DeVries. Y'all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us. It's embarrassing now. How much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figured my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she'd done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangulum. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers. Ain't cynical if it turns out true. DeVries was willing to sacrifice us. I have to know what for. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic. Real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks. Used to think they were good people trying to do right by their beliefs. But if they put the idea in DeVries' head to leave us for dead, might be time I reassess that opinion. I don't take issue with folks clinging to whatever keeps them afloat. Math, science, the grand architect, Void, even capital. I know how most colonies run. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue. If only DeVries had shared in that good judgment, huh? Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there. Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that. Let's keep asking around. Friendly-like. Might I have a word, Commander? I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of... Got an old friend here, tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one? I had some... That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long. After I recovered, too small. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its... I'll remember that the next time I get stranded in an autocratic colony after losing a few limbs. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Yeah, maybe. Easier to say that on the other side of winning, though, ain't it? Anyway, things weren't good. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. Hey now, I'm not proud of it, but I don't think I was wrong to leave neither. I thought it'd be better for everyone if I just disappeared. Stop call. If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be... And since finding you, well, a lot feels possible now. Much appreciated. Westport...
Just say whip.
Feels good to be back in the saddle, don't it, Val? Kinda reminds me of our days in Nix's orbit, dodging protectorate patrols. You remember that?
Error. Memory not found.
Ah, well. That's all right, Val. I'll just have to do the remembering for both of us.
No, Jackson, don't! Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly!
Hal? Are you breathing? Oh, law. I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall? He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allowed the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well, you see what happens. Dying, actually. Dying in a fairly slow, agonizing manner. We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new Protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears. I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder, it's just impossible to cognize. The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to... well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our 2 former cohorts. What? It's your duty as a subject to...
No, Liza, remember, you're not Protectorate anymore. So, what have we talked about? A duties only.
Discharged if the disbursement is dutifully deserving. Right. Sorry, I'm just a little flummoxed by being stranded up here.
So, bits, stranger. We'll give you bits if you get us down before we starve. Poor Jackson wasn't raised in the Protectorate with a mind for science, and mistakenly thought the word thrusters meant he could fly. So he jumped the opposite way I told him. They're experimental. We'd not laid eyes on them before, but the data we found with them says they were actually designed to let people hop their way up the spire. If you activate the plasma thrusters when you're already airbound, they can give you a fair bit of extra boost. It should let you turn a quick hop into a surprisingly grand vault.
Oh, thank the Sovereign... thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life utterly absent of starvation.
offers only the best in music for Protectorate subjects.
You're by our crop of Brachythecium rutamulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures. If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste.
That's it? It was that easy? That was some impressive climbing. Poor Jackson could have learned a thing or two from you. Starting with the right direction to jump, I suppose. Wonderful. Get us down, and I'll happily compensate you in accordance with standard Auntie's Choice urgently improvised extortive standards.
People with medical training prefer.
We've certainly found our way into a most harrowing circumstance, At least I'm glad I'm not alone. He hadn't been here terribly long, so we weren't particularly familiar. Like me, he was also former Protectorate, but he was not raised in Fairfield, so we'd never met before. Still, he seemed like a friendly, kind sort, albeit a headstrong one. I'm sorry he's gone. Please do hurry. I've lost count of how many meals we've missed, but it is closer to many than a few, and we're starving.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
I agree with Liza. I'm inclined to keep a few paces from farming equipment from now on. Here's your reward for evacuating us with all our parts intact. I perhaps ain't as awash in currency as I'd prefer, so you can have my helmet as well. It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest, but to be honest, I'd like a little distance from plants for a spell.
Nature made apples, but Auntie Fizzos made them better with Auntie Cleo's patented mud apple cider.
Can't believe some of those Protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Let them simmer in their cells for less able bodies muscling in on contracts.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no... Yeah, been gone a while. How'd it go? Tell me you got good news. Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? Yeah, I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, Oh, don't worry, you'll get your bits. But first, tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate tech? If I only had something, Well, here's all in the unlikely...
The K lets you know it's authentic. Now with 110% of your daily chemicals and preservatives.
You're thinking too small, Murph. I'd put money on the Protectorate stashing treasure inside. A whole pool of bits enough to swim in.
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And certainly not some kind of gold-filled swimming hole. Besides, these Protectorate lack imagination. Never had an original thought wasn't written down for them first. Like I told you before, it's probably just guns.
We've tried everything short of skipping a ship through that door to get inside. Though, come to think of it, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
I'd love to see the quartermaster's face after turning her lamps onto that requisition request.
Fine. Skip drives out. Say, maybe we could commandeer one of them tractors out in the field instead. Oh, bet that could plow through the door.
In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war. And hard to say whether we're winning or not. Better question is why no one else is treating this like a top priority. In any siege, advantage goes to the defenders. Right now, the Protectorate still has control of the bridge to the Vox station. That station is the key to taking Paradise Island. When, Officer Carr ever gets the go-ahead, we need to be ready. Right. With all our new trainees, we've got the numbers. But bodies won't mean diddly without the weapons and equipment hopefully inside that armory.
If there are any weapons at all, I still say it's treasure. This is Eden after all.
You've made your case, Kemp. I'm more interested in hearing the opinion of our new friend here. What do you suppose is in there?
I don't smell anything, but could be the room's airtight. Grim way to go if that's the situation.
I don't see it mattering much either way. That door is sealed tighter than a salt tuna can. Nobody's
Oh, really? Why didn't you lead with that?
Ordinarily, I'd question how you came about such a unique skill set. But circumstances being what they are, have at it. Just know we're keeping an eye on you.
Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned, too. A bit lackluster, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I wonder about you.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
I think you mean resent, Kemp.
Law. Everyone's a critic today.
Scintilla of success so elude me. Is it my destiny to fail? I do not seem to compare unfavorably to others.
Seems nowhere on Paradise Island's going untouched by this war.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies. Engaging hostile life forms. Emergency protocol syringes primed.
I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day.
Enthusiastically neutralizing friendlies.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed. No, he ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. You're kidding, right? Look, even if you did somehow prove to be dangerous or something vaguely approximating it, I still rather fancy my odds in a fight. Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here? You're in the middle of a war zone, friend. Anyone who ain't asking questions is instead asking for a bullet in the back. I'm Inez Silang, Auntie's Choice, former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. Minister Milver Street of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. Not my most exciting assignment, but suppose we can't expect much with the stalemate on this island. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My arm, my graft, needs some bolstering. But if the raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none. When there's paperwork, there's enemy secrets. It's a kinder fate than if they survived, allowing us to, as far as if you've got to wear it. And apparently there's some highly sensitive intel about mental refreshment hereabouts. The minister sent me here to, I've had worse. Most times it's mundane work like paper pushing or tidying Milver Street Salon. Other times it's bloodier, but the Rat Pod's made quick work of the folk here. Can't exactly afford to be picky about the jobs that come my way neither. Considering my condition, options are limited. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Who knows? Maybe you'll find the unsightliness rather charming once you get used to it. Though, most folk don't. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. As do I. It's business. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. Not yet. Not for a long time neither, if I got anything to say about it. Truth is, my time is coming. The graft's making me sick, and it'll kill me if I leave it be. But I ain't giving up. There's gotta be a way to fix it. If the graft were an imaginary boo-boo, I wouldn't be in this mess, friend. It's paperwork that's the problem. You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I... Yeah, thanks for the expert opinion. Wait, before you go, tell me the truth. You're here for Milver Street, right?
Hate to be the bearer of bad news. You seem capable and all, but reckon your boss feels differently if he sent us. Sorry.
Fine. The job's all yours. Reckon I shouldn't be surprised he'd cast me aside. Yet again. If you'll excuse me, I got some words for him.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's Choice.
Engaging combat protocols.
Tetra sure wouldn't want this in the wrong hands, so it's probably exactly what Milver's after.
Take the pressure off with anti-fizzos, bottled under more than 3 atmospheres of pressure.
Ah, hell. I've stood this post so many times I could do it in my sleep.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Or maybe I am drunk.
I don't much appreciate you undermining my work, Minister.
Fair Trooper Sealong, no mind. The individuality encouraged by Auntie's choice sometimes inspires employees to speak out of turn. How has your progress been? Have you acquired what we discussed? Excellent! Pleased that someone in my employ can be relied upon. Here, have one of my finest suits as a token of thanks. May it aid in your capture of hearts and minds.
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement to send me home. That don't make me wayward, and it sure as shit don't make me unreliable. If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now. Were it that easy, we'd be seeing a lot more folk limping around Fairfield.
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death the preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
Like nothing, it shall be an utter impossibility. Don't you understand? We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold. You'll be forced into a life of insolvency.
So you say. But Auntie's Choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. But I suppose that is no longer my concern. Now, If you're finished urging workers to quit, let's move on. The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold and to ensure my future. The second is my operation in Westport. I should have known better than to try to bait an individual as savvy as yourself. I shall speak openly then. Bringing Westport to heel will deliver me not only my future, but the tools to aid you in your endeavor to enter the Vox station. I forget myself. I didn't mean to impose. You've already agreed to much. It's been a long time since I've encountered someone able to operate on their own. Do return if you're interested in another task, however. Pardon me for being preoccupied. I've got Westport on my mind. Oh,
I knew you'd come back once you'd had a little time to ruminate.
Now, converting Westport's subjects will teach us. I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Perhaps? The kit contains some items, may slather on a bit of elbow grease and you'll certainly... Westport rep fair, but the people of Westport are stubborn enough to risk... Shh, not so loud. I cannot help these people achieve salvation. I say if the situation is serendipitous, so much the better. Excellent. Pat. Now, well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared to offer you an exact replica of my one-of-a-kind, limited production. I don't think you understand. The Reserve Oxonian is functionally identical to the one I've grown attached to this one and would prefer not to part with it. And really, is anything truly one-of-a-kind not from you? Then consider yourself officially deputized in the... Be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them, gauge their situation. Only then can you motivate them adequately. While I can't say for certain, I strongly suspect not. Westport no longer possesses... Still, I would come prepared with anything you think you might require. Do I look like Officer Carr to you? Guns.
All done in there? Hope that little dust-up back there got a... If you... And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the... That'll be... I get it. You're skeptical. If you... I can be on my own for a time, but I'd rather... So, what do you think? Had a few...
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mind the ship.
Acknowledged.
After...
Better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
closed. Did you not hear me? This place is closed. Why are you asking?
The people she...
By the architect.
Yeah. Imagine how we feel.
And how...
That ain't so...
If you think I'm going to help you do what I
mean...
Does she?
Why don't you... She...
I can't say, but... I wish... Maybe none of this would have happened had I not... How... That... She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she... Among... But would have talked to a Crabble about it. After we became friends, she... For some reason... Which... She even continued to sign her messages. What do you mean?
She ain't...
It's... She...
Know a little something about that, too.
I did. After the corporatists invaded... No.
That's...
She said it had some meaning from her Just a religion driven by... No. But it had... I know I've no right to ask this if you...
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. Real code 472.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on the rears, it's because the dang Crabbles ran us out of the desalinator. Now we're stuck here.
Stop in Auntie's name! My records show you have an outstanding fine for past...
Commander, if you'd like to have me handle this, I'm more than able. We've got the executive blessing to do company business as we see fit. You don't want to contradict Auntie herself, do you?
No, ma'am. Never. Please excuse me.
That's probably the last time that little story gets us out of trouble. I'd rather not fight my own people, so keep your nose clean, yeah?
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the dang Crabbles ran us out of the desalinator. Now we're stuck here on standby wages.
Scout, report.
Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir.
Excellent. At ease, Scout. Glad to hear that they haven't managed to repair it.
These anti-soldiers seem twitchy to you? Might want to sneak our way in.
Huh.
Depletion
Well,
of resources and
this is not shooting.
No, I just feel sad for them. Even in their name.
Have time for a chat, Commander? This is a delicate situation. You reckon we help folk here get back on their feet? Or do what the Minister asked? agree. We convince the townsfolk to join up, and they'll be granted a new life away from the Protectorate guillotine. Once they taste a better life, they'll be loyal forever. The Minister, too, would be much obliged. However, the Vigilant is offering us a clearer pathway to the Vox Relay should we help him in his town. If tracking down that DeVries person is your top priority, I suppose I couldn't fault you for doing things his way, though you may just be delaying the inevitable for these folk.
Greetings. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Dut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
Invasive species can unbalance.
And that would be worse than what we've already endured? We are better than they. And I, for one, refuse to give Auntie and her ilk the pleasure of compromising our pride.
Don't fret. The system is resilient.
Our society was built from the bedrock up, through the vision of our matriarch. Due to her genius, the structure of our society is perfect, planned down to the last subject. We all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all. Unlike those corporate colonies, where it's every... We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. If we cannot reprogram these mechs, a harsh judgment looms in our imminent future for our cowardice or negligence, depending on the Arbiter's intent. I fail to see the humor here. But perhaps I've inably expressed the gravity of our situation. Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall. These fine and decent... If I can the Arbiters...
Look around.
Fairfield! I owe it to every single person here to try. Of course.
Well, it's either...
Nobody. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the Mock me if I have a brighter future in mind for Westport. Not the first. Let us talk plainly. What would it take to secure your aid? Certainly. What would you like to know? I know ours. We're all... Is there anything else? Farewell now.
The paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have
Well, you locked in here. Good. Because don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? Oh, no. From what
My extra parts aren't cited.
Oh.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our door frames.
Sovereign really does think of everything. Can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem.
I inhaled so much dust and debris during the attack. Still.
Don't fret. The system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. We give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Salutations! This is D.B. Milver Street of Fairfield with a special one-time free offer for all Protectorate subjects within and without earshot. What do I provide? Information. Did you know that an Auntie's Choice...
Why do those advertisements never stop? Yeah, they never stop. Surely there is nobody in Auntie's Choice that hasn't managed to do it.
In fact, because of all Protectorate subjects now abiding in Fairfield, choose any vocation they like and change occupations at the slightest whims. This wildly unfettered personal freedom pervades every aspect of life. Choice is in the name for a reason, my good subjects. Without further ado, I hereby extend my personal invitation to you all to join us in Fairfield and sample our unique brand of autonomous self-determination. And get ready to think for yourself, choose for yourself, buy for yourself. With Auntie's Choice, your lives will be transformed for the best.
Appreciate you agreeing to help, but the arm's itching something fierce. Ready to do away with it. We ought to head to... Anyhow, was there something you needed, Commander?
It's never too late to rebrand and start anew. Join us.
I certainly don't want to sound like I'm questioning the choice.
Almost missed the... Huh. Well, if you need someone to talk to here about... I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to... Could that truly be true? You don't say. Huh.
This looks like the place. No, I haven't felt this high-strung since Horizon Point.
Howdy, Zeb. That's my mind. Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you?
Zeb.
So, you are keep that?
Look.
Oh, now, where were you? When I actually needed you.
Reckon I know.
I haven't...
I've been found.
Audra!
I knew.
Without that, if you're sincere in your desire to help, it has to do with the location of a vault.
I am.
Okay, and do...
Not to...
Yes.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time.
Yeah.
I was sad for a moment.
Jiffy Jiffy Mill Order Division informs it is now offering the Pen Pharmacon.
The matriarch. Caught me. That part always hits me. Move to say it is. What?
Of course, you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess.
Well, if you in it, huh? Can't say that voice sounds at all familiar. I, of course, never heard it before.
That vacuous cacophony said, well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your mind. What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need. Difficult. Never dream of such a proposal in days.
Whether it's an orifice.
The itinerant stranger returns. Not my favorite topic of discourse, but I do like my people are prepared to die. My former subjects are free to live an empty life with Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? Admittedly, the outlook is bleak, but I am indeed unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps. All right, then.
We're rushing into market, following a modicum of testing.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
Sometimes I get the feeling we're not welcome here. Protectorate folks present as liberating.
A lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these protectorate defectors. Not sure how I feel about that.
You've lifted my... I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts? The irony is so delightful, I can almost... That's a stroke of genius. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now be off. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me.
takes all sorts.
Can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's choice.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to...
The other, well, hello. You appear burning. Yes, Sentry second-class layman. Madness, I tell you. A brick mark, and we cannot allow any. If the Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. That would fair.
Pulverizing them, Zephyr?
Something.
Well, that's wonderful news. Before.
Where am I?
Would if I could have done more. Right. I
heard rumors of the creature myself. This deep in Protectorate territory.
When you. Excellent. Yeah. Now, when you acquire one or both of. Oh, I love quests. I'm unused to the way things. The fact one wishes to woo Protectorate. Or perhaps he will manage very well. I work in theory. I would not be here if this.
Big, dark cavern ahead. Seems likely we'll find Kravels hereabouts.
Jones, cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
How fast do these things breathe?
Look alive, Commander.
careful. Any closer and we're like to regret it.
Oh, Lucy. I don't suppose you know anything about Crabble, so it seems as... Yeah, little... But I guess I was wrong. Now she won't get up. And Annie... I can hardly... But I... Now I...
stretch.
Another executive training exercise in the books. Another clear winner. Me.
Ain't a contest, Cutshaw.
Lucky for you. Today sure wasn't. No, we're all here because Ormsby thinks we're VP material. But it's obvious who's got the gray matter in this outfit. Take today's activity. Demonstrate market dominance with a corporate logo competitors will see from orbit. The results speak for themselves.
That rubbish pile you cajoled everyone into building? The giant AC?
We work for Auntie's Choice. What's your point?
Well, it's awful convenient that your own initials are...
Okay, on to the fourth activity. This is Albert Cutshaw, sanitation specialist, future big-time VP, signing off.
Yeah.
Hello. How are you? I'm just,
It's a brawl!
See those burrows? The skeleton's nearby. And if it's as nearby as I think, it don't bode well for those scientists. Well, you hate to be proven right. These folk have been dead a while. And that must be the machinery Doc mentioned. Over here, Commander. Seems this terminal reroutes power to speakers around the cave. They were using sound to lure the Crabbles out. Let's see here. Generator's back on. Power up that phonotron, would you? Should cause enough ruckus to make the skeleton come out and play.
And what am I supposed to do? Just stand around and look pretty?
Well, if the commander's keen to share, you can press the button too. Wouldn't want you feeling left out. so I can take a gander? Muscular reticulation? Yeah, this'll do. If you still got some hunt in you, that Raptidon matriarch...